sacred in-breath and out. We are reminded that we breathe the breath of God. As we become consciously aware that indeed it is the very creation that moves through, in, and around us through the sacred breath. We realize with each raise and rise of our chest, with each deflation of our chest, is the cosmic rhythm of the divine of which we are part. With this awareness, there is a spark, an opening, a gateway into the very consciousness of seed thoughts that have been embedded in our consciousness, expressed in different ways. It is like a treasure. A treasure, when opened, you discover the preciousness, the beauty, and the bounty that you have in front of you. Each and every holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath, you move deeper into this treasure of seed thought pods. It is a journey within your own self. It is a journey within your God self. Each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath, the higher God code pods begin to open and release its sacred message, wisdom, and direction. Oh, beloveds, as the Amishadai, the family of light, from the mighty archangels to the elementals who come into the singularity in this moment of higher service to the divine, the movement of our own soul pulse guiding us and beckoning us, that we choose now to become still and aware of that part of us that we've always known becomes more prevalent and more profound in our life. We understand the sacredness of this moment as the very clear and defined divinity of the most precious of creative force, to source, stirs, and moves within us. These seed pod thoughts bring us back in the ancient cosmic memory, the Atik Yomin, the ancient of days. Oh, beloveds, we say to you that there are those who hold the vibration of the Atik Yomin, the Ancient of Days. And so it is where you feel, you sense that you are to move forward, that you are to be involved, or to do certain things may be contrary to most. But something stirs you. Something moves you. And oh, beloveds, we understand for many, this has not been the most supportive environment to be able to pierce through the great illusions and delusions that the environment of a three-dimensional world of such would have you be supported. But we say to you, beloveds, that there's those parts of you more powerful, more profound, more than the greatest illusion, distortion can bring before you. It has always been there. For the Ancient of Days resides deep within you and is stirring now. So we ask you to breathe, beloveds. The most ancient of days that resides within you, now coming forth as a seed thought pod. And as you can see, the mighty and the immense cosmic of celestial worlds, celestial bodies that dwarf even your own sun, so too, beloveds, you have it within yourself. So as you breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath, as you remember who you are and what you are, as you now begin to enact and activate the Atik Yomin, the Ancient of Days that resides within you, know and acknowledge now those that come forward to assist you in this process. You simply breathe the holy sacred in-breath and out-breath with the intention of expanding, integrating, embracing in a great communion that part of yourself, the mystery of yourself that holds all answers. See clearly here now in your spiritual eye a most brilliant sphere of white golden light. But as you perceive this mighty sphere of white golden light, you observe that there are many other colors within it. It holds all light. It holds all creation within it. And so you breathe the steady rhythmic of the in-breath and the out-breath. You send forth your intention that you are ready, you are choosing, you are embracing that part of yourself that holds the ancient wisdom that is now being activated in the time that you find in a physical three-dimensional world. As the family of light draw near, they bring in their loving support, their light and their love. And in the higher parts of yourself, they draw near and they touch you on your shoulder, reminding you of the support that you have, the love that embraces you, that now consciously and aware you bring it into the reality of this physical three-dimensional world. You now have access and the ability to draw upon these sacred codes that come in a pod of thoughts of the Atik Yomin, the Ancient of Days. Thoughts of past lives and the service that you have done in the aeons and aeons of time, in so many expressions of the divine. Now to draw upon in this moment, in this way, for your service work. In this reality bite, you find yourself with a sacred mission and purpose to bring the awareness of these life forms and of this consciousness into the higher realms of understanding, the higher realms of consciousness awareness, drawing upon the Ancient of Days, the codes of all things, ready for those to receive. So as we gaze upon this sphere of the most brilliant white and gold, and within it an organic movement of various colors, gematриas, tones, and harmonics, we see that there is a portal that opens within it. And we know that we are invited as a golden road extends from the portal to you as you choose to walk in. You are now prepared, open to receive the divine sacred grace and blessing that flows in now. The physical, you know that each and every physical in-breath and out-breath empowers and anchors more deeply this experience into the physical expression. You walk upon this golden road and enter into the sphere of white, golden, brilliant light. It is brighter than any sun that you have seen. And in its brilliance and in its harmony, in its sense of peace, balance, bliss, and joy, there is a familiarity to it all. There is the spark that you remember of it all. It is a sublime of unconditional love, of the source of who and what you are, that you remember it all. And you simply breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath. Because the love that pours in from the myriad of the sacred radiant ones flowing in, loving you, embracing you for this experience. You release completely, totally into the love that you feel, the brilliance of the experience, and to allow yourself to receive the sacred divine codes, unique to you and also as a collective. From the Ancient of Days, those parts of yourself that have been dormant in this creation for so long, now stirring, now moving, bringing back into consciousness the fullness of your cosmic remembering. The Ancient of Days, those promises, those instructions coming from the highest source, and your love for that source to be the extension of this. In the many, many ways that you have developed to be where you are in this eternal now. You draw upon the knowledge and the skills, the experience and the understanding for you to move forward in the third dimensional, three density world that you have come to serve. As you find yourself sitting upon a golden chair in the middle of this sphere that continues to grow, radiate, and expand in all directions. Bringing within it the energies, the frequencies, the memories, and the vibrations of the Atiko Yomin, the Ancient of Days. Through all aspects of your being, these codes move in, through, and around, held in the architect of the divine radiant ones in the highest source of the celestial realms of light. Bring for those for their next step, to bring in the skills, the understanding, and the insights for the Atiko Mean, the Ancient of Days. The Ancient of Days. The Ancient of Days. Your breath is now in the fullness, no longer contained into a physical body, but it is the breath of the divine. It is the in-breath and the out-breath of the cosmic breath. It brings with you with each and every breath. Within this sphere of the Atiko Mean, the Ancient of Days, all of the gematриas, the codes, the colors, the harmonics flowing in, through, and around you. In the various aspects of yourself, you realize that the very breath that you take in and out of the physical body, as you experience the cosmic breath, brings in, integrates these codes from the Atiko Mean, the Ancient of Days. Your heart expands even more with gratefulness as you realize and understand exactly what this initiation of divine grace is. You are grateful to be a vehicle, a container, resonant field for this Ancient of Day codes, to find its expression in a physical, mental, and emotional world. That indeed you are the great harbingers of light, to bring in once again the enlightenment of this world that you find yourself in, drawing upon the original seeding, the original thought pod for the creation you find yourself in. And indeed, beloveds, the Atiko Mean, the Ancient of Days, finds those who are ready those who remember, those who can integrate it. Indeed, an initiation into higher service work, closer integrated with those who are in charge of this sacred and divine coding, held within the universe, most precious, most profound, the very source, the very beginnings of the creation you experience on many levels, in many dimensions, in many realms. But indeed, beloveds, we say to you that holding the resonant field of the Tikyomin, the Ancient of Days, in a three-dimensional world is profound and indeed highly triggering for the environments that you find yourself in, but indeed transformational and a harbinger of the good news to come. For as the ancients come back again, so too is the great upliftment, so too is the great quantum into a new golden age, into the creations that are ready to make that next step. Understand, beloveds, as you can hold the Atiko Yomi, you can hold the Ancient of Days, hold it in a resonant field and with others. You are the harbingers of good news. You are the resonant field to bring in the ancient wisdom, understanding, and enlightenment once again. So we ask you, beloveds, simply to breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath as you integrate into the cosmic breath, as you breathe it into your physical, mental, and emotional bodies. Allow the Atika Yomi, the Ancient of Days, the codes, the gematриas, the colors, the tones, to integrate, consume you unconditionally, love sublime, radiant light. Remember, 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 the Ancient of Days. And now intend that you will see, understand, and be able to tap into the wisdom of the many lives that you live. Indeed, Aitityo Min, the Ancient of Days, holds all codes, all wisdom, understanding, and history. Being able to activate once again those resources that you know so well. The dreams that come and the inspirations that will follow. The acknowledgement of the Radiant One who is ever present, supporting you, loving you, helping you, assisting you, tending, creating the integration in the process, realizing that each breath is sacred, potent, powerful. We put forth now the intention to integrate this experience. In the hours and days and months to come, as it continues to unfold like a flower. That you begin able to recognize the higher inspired thoughts that come, the wisdom that settles within your heart, and the vision that you are able to see beyond physical circumstances. Intend indeed the Ancient of Days, reactivated once again in your awareness and consciousness as you walk your path upon this sacred earth. Even as these coatings continue to flow in, through, and around us, we will be able for the process to continue even as we now prepare ourselves to come back fully into our physical body. We step outside once again from the sphere of golden white light. We view the golden road and we begin to return. And as we walk back, the energies begin to step down. And the most radiant ones begin to draw in their electromagnetic field, and we know to draw in ours. Even as the process of coding, the Ancient of Days continues, the hours, days, weeks, and months to come. Remembering this experience before going to sleep will integrate it more profoundly. So we put forth that intention now to remember the experience before we fall asleep. And so we prepare ourselves that on the count of 3, we will be physically present in our physical body, mental and emotional. And we will be grounded. 1, 2, take a deep breath in. And 3, you're back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.